Welcome back to the channel. We're here with another lefty-righty six-shot ball review featuring regional staffer Jean Perez. This one is of the 900 Global Origin, a sim hybrid that's making a lot of waves out there. And we're going to get right into it, starting with six shots from yours truly on the right side. I'm going to start off first with the Harsh Reality Pearl. And right in the track area, and not that bad. What I liked about the Harsh Reality Pearl really is that it's early for a Pearl, kind of slow, but very controllable. Today we're on the 44-foot Billy Hardwick pattern on a somewhat older HPL surface, so high friction, lots of hook, decent amount of volume, hoping that that'll make these Pearls and hybrids look pretty good. So as I do is start off in the track on the first shot. We're going to bump in about 3 and 2 left, kind of short of that one a little bit. And that Harsh is still a lot of ball, even for a Pearl. Gets started a little bit early, dies through the nose. So another 3 and 2 left. Kind of fade the pocket a little bit, and almost 7-9 there. I'm still recovering from my knee operation, so it's a little bit less speed than I want. Getting better, though. Thankfully, I'm using a Pearl that likes to float the middle a little bit. And we'll go 3 and 2 left again. Float the middle again. And that's why I really like this Harsh Pearl. So we'll 3 and 2 left again. And I tripped the 7-9 2 shots ago. This time I leave it. Boy, this Harsh Pearl does hit kind of hard. A little bit too hard in this particular case. And now for shot number 6. Might be a little bit too far left. As you can see, it's now struggling a little bit to get back to the pocket. Alright, now we're going to switch over to the Origin. I'm going to jump back right. This is where I started with the Harsh Pearl. That one's certainly a little bit left, but you can see right off the bat, for as strong as the Harsh Pearl is, I think I've got that Origin starting up a little bit sooner than the Harsh Pearl did. For as strong as the cover is on the Harsh Pearl, I think the Origin being a hybrid is getting started a little bit sooner for me than the Harsh Pearl does. Alright, so now we jump 3 and 2 left, as we do. Kind of cut that one off a little bit, but where the Harsh Pearl did give me that extra foot and went and go flush, this one was a little bit earlier than that, hence the trip 4. Hi there, Patrick Dombrowski. And we'll go another 3 and 2 left, get behind it a little bit, and this time I do leave the 4-pin. Again, it looks to me that the Origin is getting started maybe a foot or two sooner than the Harsh Pearl did. More forward, if that is even possible, than the Harsh Pearl. I've always found that the Harsh balls are quite forward off the spot. So I would jump another 3 and 2 left, kind of float in the middle a little bit more, and now we're talking. Not much to say about that shot. The Origin was getting started early enough. You can see it set up just where I need it to. And now for this last shot, I jump pretty far left. Again, this is about where I finished with the Harsh Pearl. Got to worry about the wall next to me there. Float the middle. Very similar finish to what I saw to the Harsh Pearl. But again, I think this is starting up just a foot sooner, whereas I think the Harsh Pearl kind of went light flush because the ball was maybe a board closer to the head pin. I think I pulled that maybe 1 compared to this one. And then we're going to flip sides of the lane. This is Jean Perez, regional staffer, big-time tournament competitor all over the nation. Lefty with quite a bit of rev rate, decent amount of speed. His comparison ball here is going to be the Virtual Energy Blackout, which we affectionately call the VEBO. He's starting a little further right than you usually would see lefties start, but again, higher rev rate. And the VEBO for him kind of duck hooks the head pin, get that trip 8 there. And so Gene's going to cheat it in just a little bit further, get a little bit firmer, and that's the problem with Pearls in the Fresh. He kind of got just firm enough to get that trip 8 out, and now he throws it right through the back of the building. And so after that washout, it's going to cheat it in a little bit, slow down, and not much of a surprise here. You're using something skid flip, you're a little closer to the head pin, and he's duck hooked the head pin again, and instead of 6 off the left, now he's 6 through the face. And so off the washout, Gene's going to cheat a little further right, get a little bit firmer, and gets the 8-pin out again. And anytime you see trip 8 on the left side, trip 9 on the right, that's a pretty clear indication that you've got a little bit too much entry angle, ball's a little too quick response down lane. And now Jean, once again, a little bit further right even. And now he's got the A-pin out. Of course, especially on the left side, this is a little bit too deep for where you want to be on the fresh. And then for one final comparison, we asked Jean to jump out with it, kind of jamming up the first arrow area. And looks pretty good. Again, a little too clean for the fresh, but demonstrating the versatility of the VEBO. And now we're going to switch on over to the Origin. Once again, the Origin is an asym hybrid versus the VEBO being the asym Pearl in the Storm line. First shot into the track area, and sure enough, that gets started a lot sooner than the VEBO did. And you can see just how much more forward it is off the spot. So off of that, Jean jumps in a little further right, and unlike the VEBO, which was a lot cleaner, you can see the Origin get started sooner. Definitely rounder shape, even if it is a little bit cleaner than some of the stronger ones like the S2. So now it's an adjustment. Jean actually closes the angle down, gets a little firmer, taking advantage of how much earlier the Origin rolls versus the VEBO, and this one just flushes it. Now for this one, we asked them to cheat it in a little bit, and you can see it getting started a little bit too soon. This one actually crosses over. And now for this next shot, because the last one went face, we had him jump further right, but be a little bit slower with it. And you can see it barely gets a 7-pin out, which is interesting because the VEBO earlier certainly was trucking the 9-pin for him in the VEBO. And for Jean's last shot, he jumps back outside like he did with the VEBO, and it definitely gets started earlier and actually almost crosses over. And that about covers it for the Origin. Certainly a lot sooner than the VEBO or the Harsh Reality Pearl. For my money, I think it's a step up from those. A better option on the fresh, better option, a little bit heavier volume, and then you can ball down to either of those options afterwards. If you like this video, make sure to give us a like, subscribe to the channel, click the bell for notifications, share it with your friends, spread the word about Disc Golfing Bowlers. Leave a comment down below if you have any questions. We'll make sure to answer them for you. And we'll be coming up soon with the Road Warrior, the new symmetric Pearl from Storm, and the surprise release this month, the Physics Blackout. A revisit to the Physics line. It was very popular not long ago. Until then, thanks very much, and we'll see you next time.